I have bought some new tail lights, these nice little LED units which combine stop, tail and indicator. I need to make some new brackets. I have just a design I've come up with, and I've got some 1.5mm beef steel. Let's make some brackets. Right, all I've done, I've marked my sheet. I'm going to cut it all the way down there and then slot those off. Now I'll leave a nice little bit in the middle to use with no cut-ins or anything like that. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to tack these two together at the bottom here. These are my two suppliers' sides, so I'm hoping they're square, they should be. And then I can get marked out for actually cutting out the rest of the template and do both pieces at the same time. There we go, a couple of tacks on. I'm going to get cleaned up, I'll get my template on and we'll mark some hole centres out. Right, I made a photocopy of my original plan, which is to scale, so we'll stick that on. One thing I did forget to do was marking my datum. Listen to my arc, which is going to be there. All will become clear. Right, I've got my centre set there at 55mm, near as. Centre punch mark. You see my template was off a little bit. The holes are right, doesn't really matter.
Five minutes later.
I'll be honest with you, I thought my half step drill struggled a little bit there, but I was asking a bit much of it. There's like 4mm in there, isn't there? Just with those welds though, didn't I? Oh well, should we get the shape cut out?
A few minutes later.
So next job is to cut out, slot that piece out. I'm happy with this shape here. It's a little bit out, I'm not quite to my line there, but I'm going to put a sheet over the top anyway later on to give it a bit of strength and a bit more style. We're getting there. I want to round these edges off now. All I've done, just scribe round a penny washer. So we'll get those edges off and we'll get the two pieces separated. Should be them separated. Boom. Let's have a clean up. That's my light unit fitted in there. Slight cock up. Oh, that measurement's slightly wrong. Centres are alright. I think it must be in the distance from the top, which I didn't double check because I'm an idiot. But it fits, so I'm going to leave it.
Like the dumbest motherfucker that ever lived.
Next thing I do, I want to bend it there 90 degrees on both of them. So we'll get marked up and we'll get it bent. About there. Oh yeah. Almost. Touch more. Right, I've gone a bit over, so we'll get in the vise and bring it back a bit. Not a lot. It's enough to annoy me. Too much. That'll do. Happy with that. Get the other one done.
A few moments later.
That wasn't a bad guess, was it? That'll do. So I've been messing around with some shapes. I've come up with that. So it's going to sit over there like that and curve around. So we end up with something like that. And I can weld on those last little tabs down the bottom to give it a bit of strength. Got a little bit of shape to it. All I did was got our piece the right length, got a ruler and bent my ruler like that just to give me a nice little curve on one side, folded it in half and cut it out.
Minutes later.
So we've done some fettling by hand and a bit of hand bending, and we've come up with that, which I think will do. So we'll get that tacked into place. It's going to be a couple of tacks. We'll see how it looks.
5 minutes later.
Right, that's unwelded up. I am shockingly bad at welding, so I'm not even going to show that. As you can see, loads of spatter in there and crap and pigeon shit welding. So I'm going to spend ages now. Grinder and paint makes me the welder I ain't. So lots of cleaning up on them. I've got the lights fitted just so you can see how they look. There's still a lot of scarring in there I need to try and sort out, so I'll have a bit more sanding going, we'll use some filler primer, we'll take a lot of that away as well. But I'm actually quite happy with the way they've turned out. I can't go mental because they're actually starting to thin out a little bit there, so I need to take them back just a little bit, back to some thicker metal. But I think you get the idea, and I think we'll call it there. All I'm going to do is paint them black. I've got a couple of bits I need to paint black anyway, so I'll do them all in one hit. So there we are then. Thanks for watching.